Hello YouTube, it's Supernova back with more combat mission Battle for Normandy. We lost about the last few minutes of this scenario due to disk space expiring unexpectedly, so I'm going to catch up a little bit. Now, I made some huge mistakes in the previous, in the first series of turns. The most obvious being that I didn't realise that the 60mm mortars need to be deployed. There you go, deploy weapon. I was thinking that there were more, although they were similar to the British 2-inch mortars. So there you go. Mistake number one. Let's get these guys out of here. And some of these guys. It's been wiped out now, unfortunately. Not surprising. I should really have used artillery on this, on the high ground here, and also on the infantry gun in Vierville. I think I've really got too fixated on the on how powerful these American paratroop squads are, because they do have quite a lot of firepower to them. So that was definitely a huge mistake. I'll just get these I can get some use out of these guys. So it's a pretty disastrous opening, really. I also made the mistake of actually trying to get to the high ground. With hindsight, I should really have stuck with what I suspected and actually just routed third squad in this sort of an area. Try to provide flanks protection for 1 and 2 platoons. That's one of the reasons I never used to play scenarios, because I always felt that when, especially when you had a unit locked in a setup zone, you were kind of being channeled in a certain area, and that's what's happened in this situation. I've kind of been channeled in the wrong area. But a lot of the mistakes of my own making, I mean, certainly there's a heck of a lot of infantry on the high ground, and it has no real value when it comes to attacking Vierville. You can capture everything you need to do in Vierville without going near the high ground, so it's not really that useful. Plus, I think that the infantry gun protecting the flank of it is just, it's a bit of overkill. It gives you a really hard time capturing that. It's kind of almost feel like you've been set up there. Anyway, as I had infantry pushing through Vierville, came up against a heck of a lot of German infantry out of nowhere. I'm just gonna fast move this. Around here, because we just have to come up against a ton of infantry out of nowhere in this area. Just recap where I am. I think these guys are pretty much done here. Pretty much fleeing. I'm having a really hard time. His support team has really been destroyed. Wish they'd keep the fire up there. Don't know how long it is before The demo charges, 2 demo charges. 27 minutes. Let's see if we can finish this scenario off. Really are low on pretty much everything. A bazooka could do some decent damage in there, but they're going to get hit. Brought these two. Oh, that's first squad, so we're getting completely lost here. Let me just get myself reorganized. Okay, so that's first squad. 18, first squad. So where is... There you go, there's those guys. I need to get some firepower sorted out there. As you can see, there's a lot of German infantry popped up out of nowhere. That HQ just popped back up. Back at the start of this one, see what we've got going on here. I'm hoping these guys are going to pull out. Good if we could finally have a destroyer around these guys. Move on that flank. Seems to have worked out. Ammo bearers there. So pretty much done here. Actually, don't seem to. Not much going on. Before I forget once again. Let's see where we are. There shouldn't be an awful lot going on in the Sharp Manor. I'd like to get these in here, but I'm going to wait a little bit longer, just keep on pounding away at that. Seems to be the best bet at the moment. Go for that. Once the tanks arrive, it's pretty much quieting it down. Oh, yeah. What is going on here? Yeah, that's just our fire going in still. I'm hoping that the M5 is going to... Why are these infantry not? Why have they not moved? Okay, why did they not move? Why did they not move? I swear I gave them orders to move. Move. Second squad, second squad, second squad. Why did these not move? That is weird. I've had a couple of turns where they should have moved into position, they've not done it. Don't understand. Don't understand that one. Oh, wait a minute, but that's not gonna work. And neither is that. That's not gonna be able to hit that, surely. Clear target. That shouldn't still be able to see it, but... Okay, this is... Yeah, this is going to be awkward. I can't obviously... These guys look in perfectly good order. Oh. This is going to be awkward. That's not going to do us any good moving that there. I have to bring these right back where he started, unfortunately. Important that we try to... Yeah, it's causing casualties. Yeah, they're not real threat. So these guys will run soon. Yeah, there you go. That's what I like to see. What's going on here? still somebody in there. I'm having a really hard time routing those. I'll just keep hitting those targets. Not a great deal else I can do it for the moment. Panzerschreck team. Taking fire for the flank here now. Great. It's amazing how powerful Panzerschrecks are, it really is. Those things are like nuclear weapons. I know they're 88mm, but still. They're just in an awkward spot, I can't really do anything to them. They're pretty much done. Did those guys actually move up yet? Okay. Okay, I'm getting a little bit annoyed here now. I'm getting more than a little bit annoyed here now because I've given these guys orders to move about I don't know how many times now. But it doesn't seem to be doing anything whatsoever. Why are they not moving? Why are these guys just not moving? I've given these guys orders time and time again and they just don't do anything. It's really starting to get annoying. Let's see what they do. These guys gonna move or are they just gonna abandon their orders? They're not gonna move, are they? They've just cancelled their orders. I am not sure what I'm supposed to do here. That is really annoying. That is just really, really annoying. They just, yeah, too bad. We'll just stay here. So let me know what I can do. If units will just... I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do. I've just genuinely no idea why these are not moving. It's like I've got to abandon half the platoon just because they will not move. That's really infuriating. And just to confirm, orders have been ignored again. No idea why. I really don't know. It's just kamikaze them down the road or something, I don't know. Maybe it'll go that way. Who knows? Try that. But that is really infuriating. I'm not at all sure how I'm supposed to control these guys if they don't follow basic orders. So, there you go. Trying that again. Why do I not have an assault order on these two? Still don't have an assault order. Oh well. Give it a try. Mr. Moving. See if we can get anything out of these two guys, even if it's just, I don't know, doing something.
Keep moving. Let's go.
And, well, no, that's not. That's not. Have these guys made any attempts here? Hey, finally we're getting some movement. It's going the long way around, but you know, at least we got some movement out of them. Yay. It's artillery. It's wildly inaccurate, but it's artillery. I'm running out of ideas, to be honest. Just throw everything at them and just see where that goes. Come on, light tank. Let's shoot now. On the bottom floor. Stick them on the top floor and see. If that does us any good. See, this is what I hate about artillery in this. Wildly inaccurate. Unless you have a target reference point, artillery just ends up miles away from where it's targeted. Right, let's just whack that. There's something else I was gonna do, but I can't think what it is. Just hit that MG with as much force as possible, so we can pin them down. No, I think it's two. I want. Who knows? Who knows whether I'm going to get line of sight on that? No line of sight, surprisingly enough. Lost its ammunition. What's HE ammunition? Is it power and AP? Who knows? Yeah, artillery as usual. That is my experience of artillery in every single scenario. Without exception. It just drops miles away from where you want it. I can't recall a single instance where I've put artillery down on an enemy position. I've put artillery and mortars down on my own position, but not on the enemy. It just seems like either you have a TRP or it's just not going to work. Oh well, we're getting shot up now. Oh, come on, let's just keep rattling through these turns. See? Wildly inaccurate artillery. Someone's firing at me. Need to push these guys out of here. In order to be able to move on, I don't think we're going to do that. Let's find rifle grenades. Not a great deal more I can do. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to squeak a draw out of this, but that is tragic how bad that artillery is. I don't know what it is you're supposed to do to get artillery to fall even remotely close to where you want it, but it's just useless. Absolutely useless. Hey, where are these guys out? That's just frustrating. Yeah, wasted time. Just mission. Point target. In fact, I'm not even going to bother. It's just too depressing for words doing that. Ceasefire.
Check fire, check fire, check fire!
I want to see if I can use the 60mm just as an experiment to see if they fall remotely close to where you want them to be. I don't know, I can only put it down as some sort of bug with artillery, but I just can't seem to get it remotely close to where I want it to be, no matter what I do, how I set it up. Looks like they're on the run.
Roger, checking fire, end of mission.
Rest. Right, better start. Seems as though it's like their infantry squad or half squad on the run.
Roger, checking fire, end of mission.
No, he's not really. Let's see if I can get some sort of use out of this.
Requesting fire mission, over.
Not expecting anything out of that, but who knows. Well, let's see if we can I swear I've hit this before, so why can't I see it now? Got me a trifle puzzled. Wouldn't mind being able to... Oh, heaven's sakes. This is annoying. Click specific point. I'd like to drag it in exactly where I want it to be, but it just will not let me. If it tells me, I mean, I don't want to be there because there's no... Oh, it's just a pain clicking these hot spots. Maybe that'll work, who knows? I'm gonna gamble a bit. Now I've got to get these fellas forward. Start with them. Really, it's annoying have to run them all the way back here, but it is what it is. These ones in. Is he deployed? I think he is, yeah. Let's go. And the infantry gun pops up, so hopefully that's not going to signify anything drastic. I'm going to get some luck here. These guys are assaulting forward. So far so good. Oh, come on, give me... Oh, you're joking. Again, I'm not sure why that can't... Why cannot that see... Why can't that see the... Are you joking? That's like... Let me figure out how to get a bit closer. I'm just lost. And you know what they're going to get then? They're going to get shot up. You just know it's going to happen, don't you? Let's just go for it again. I'd really like having an assault order film, but unfortunately it's not available. Surely they're not going to provide much of a threat. These guys are going to actually make it. In you go. So far so good. Don't go anywhere near that gun. Just gonna get him hid down there. That's the question, are we gonna... I don't want them to do anything there, I just want them to hide. I could gamble, but with my luck that's not really going to work all that well.
Requesting fire mission. Over.
So if I can just get into them. I'm going to have to gamble with these guys just to... I could open fire on them, but they wouldn't last long if they did that, so I'm going to gamble that they're going to get their heads down. That's about all I can do on that, just gamble. Keep your heads down. What's the mortar tune for these? There's not one. Okay, so what are we going to do here? One guy left in the B team. Let's make use of him. Select this. Some trees in the way apparently. No, don't let me do that. It'd be nice if it allowed you just to... Can that see it from there? No. About 30 seconds. Don't know why we don't have... more flexibility, generally speaking. Let's give this a go. Hopefully the Shat Manor is going to be a good place to hide and it's not going to open up on them. Aside from the fact that there's a German infantry squad in there. Just go to ground, guys, because if they open it with a heavy infantry gun it's going to end badly. These guys all dead. do that 60mm mortar opening up pretty quick and knocking this guy out. Don't want to have to outflank you with... No, don't shoot at it! Heaven's sakes, I just gave you orders just to keep your heads down. Don't shoot at the infantry gun. Oh, no. Well, so far so good, at least to keep their heads down. But that is really not what I wanted to do. I wanted to leave it for the 60mm mortar. Excuse popped up. Shouldn't cause us too many issues, but that's what I wanted to see. Ah, that's not what I wanted to see. We're bailing out, but don't run away, oh, for heaven's sakes. Well, these guys just ran away as per usual. Looks as though they did the very same thing, so kind of worked out to that extent, but not going that way. Stay put, for heaven's sakes. It's clicking quite. Now you guys may as well, now you've started firing, you may as well. Oh, what is that about? What is that about? Don't quite get that. Get that quickly in. So what have we got here? We've got a second. What have we got here? Okay, we've got infantry in there. First squad, second squad. Get them up to there. Let's shoot at that. Will do. Still finding out where to shoot at, even though I'm being told there's no line of sight. Come on, guys, get into that building and quickly take some shots against these guys as they flee. It'd be handy now if these would lift this fire. No, I should have done that myself, but never mind. And they've gotten shot to pieces. I'm not sure why. Oh, wait a minute. Now, they're in a tremendous position there in the building, and yet they're the ones that get routed. I really do think the German squads is completely overpowered. Completely overpowered. It's very strange. They just seem like superhuman. I can't put it into words better than that. They just seem absolutely massively overpowered. They don't ever rout. They don't ever run away. Well, you know, but they can stand for so much heavy duty punishment. It's just insane. And yet your guys will just, even paratroops, they'll just rout so quickly and so easily. But you'll see the Germans just standing up to incredible amounts of punishment. It's very strange. I don't get it. I certainly don't buy it as being realistic. It's just strange. This habit of war games are really massively overpowering the Germans. They're routing, and yet our units are still taking that level of casualties. I don't buy this at all. That Panzerschreck is running away yet. They're just, I don't know. Not sure what's going on here. Not sure what's going on. But that is not going well. You kind of expect more out of power troops and be that poor quality and that flimsy in terms of morale. There you go. Yeah, that'll do. That will do. Let's see if we can get a unit in here that's actually going to stand up to... Oh no, not that again. Let's just make sure we actually... Nope. Just keep going. I'm going to just go through the trees and then probably going through the side. Where are you? See, that's what I wanted to avoid. That's what I wanted to avoid. That's what I wanted to avoid. Where are the... And look, this is what gets really annoying. Why am I waiting for this? This 60mm mortar is about 10 feet away from that. And I'm still waiting for it to put a round down. Why is it taking that 60mm mortar that long to put rounds down? I don't get that. That unit has just been wiped out. Why is that not hitting that target now? Why? I don't understand. Genuinely don't understand. Anyway, it's just first squad, second squad, third squad. If I don't have those 60mm mortars firing on that.
Fire for effect, over.
Thank you. Should have happened earlier, but they better be accurate. Come on, let's have some accurate fire coming in at last. This is looking really poor.
Roger.
Come on.
West fire mission. Out. Roger. Fire for effect.
Desperately in need of a miracle, I think. What's going on here? What is going on here? Not very much. Well, you know, if you had just gone the direction that was entirely logical, you wouldn't be in the mess you're in. But we just routed this German infantry and I don't know, it didn't seem to do as much good, to be honest. See, they're just so cowardly. It's like, yeah, we're not gonna... And these are paratroops. But I guarantee if those were German infantry, they would have been in that building. Are we gonna just... What are they getting fired off with? Oh, it's the nuclear Panzerfaust again. But those were just routed. Those were just routed, so how on earth are they still so much in the game that they can do that? I don't... Anyway. No, you're not running away. You're going to actually stand and fight. Well, you would do if you could actually shoot at something. They just really just seem so reluctant to shoot anything or stand and fight in general. Still waiting for that 60mm mortar fire. Come on. We're gonna put some rounds down, are we? We're gonna put some rounds down. On this heavy infantry gun, are we gonna put some rounds down? Hey. Where the heck did that land? What postcode did that land in? Oh. Yeah, anyway. Let's leave them free to hit targets that pop up. A bit desperate, but it's kind of getting that way. It's probably been that way for a while, actually. .60mm mortars would be really handy now, landing right down the throat of that heavy infantry gun. This is not looking good. Hit that target. But you can see why I'm not very impressed with the artillery mechanics on this. The artillery is just wildly inaccurate. The mortar's just ineffective.
Fire for effect. Over.
Mine's some effect. It's not actually that must be the one or the artillery rather than the mortars. What on earth is happening to the mortars? It's beyond me. I honestly don't understand what you're supposed to do here. I mean, the distance between the spotter and the mortar is so close, and yet I am still waiting for it to put rounds down on the target. I mean, it just, I don't know. I'm not sure how you're supposed to put together proper combined arms tactics when the artillery lands a mile away from where you want to hit, and where the mortars that are just 10 feet behind the spotter just refuse to fire. I don't know how you're supposed to work command arms tactics in that. But something is massively broken here. Something is massively, massively broken. I'm just struggling to do anything here. I'm really struggling to do anything. This German infantry is just massively overpowered.
Roger, fire
Really,
perfect.
where does mortars please land? At least the artillery's coming down where it's supposed to be there, but for whatever reason, I just don't understand this. I really don't understand why I'm still waiting for that to fire rounds. Genuinely don't understand why I'm still waiting for that to fire. Not at all sure. I can't really do much more than I'm doing at the moment. Let's try something else. This is getting really depressing. So it's a kamikaze run trying to I don't know. I just half the game mechanics just are not working. I mean, that's nice that the artillery there's falling vaguely, well, pretty much where I needed it to be, but I don't know, is it a bug in the game or what, where point targets just are so massively inaccurate? I really don't know. But I don't know, it's just weird. I'm sitting here still waiting for this 29 rounds. Spotting, aiming, spotting. He's spotting for you. He's got absolutely stone cold view on it and nothing. Does he need to come out of hiding for that? If he comes out of hiding for that, I'll start shooting at it. I don't know, I'm gonna check him out of hide. Target arc. A really narrow target arc. I don't know. Maybe that's gonna do some difference. Make a difference. I don't know. Well, I'm just trying to figure out workarounds. I can't get back into the sharp manner because if we do, we're just gonna get whacked by that infantry gun again. And I can't do anything about the infantry gun because it just will not put rounds down. Cannot put rounds down onto it. So kind of stuck. Very much stuck. But on the plus side, we are hitting the high ground pretty well. Hopefully that's going to make a difference. See, still not hitting that. Spotting, aiming, spotting. Spotting, but not doing anything. 29 rounds of itchy on hand, and we're just not doing anything. So, I don't know what I can do more than that, really, unfortunately. There ain't much more I can do. Ain't much more I can do. I try to get into the church, I'm going to get wiped by the infantry gun. I can't seem to do anything about the infantry in Vierville. Moving up towards the barn complex. Boom. See? Front penetration. Nah. It's just one of those things. I couldn't do anything but put it there. Couldn't do anything but put it there. It's... I don't know, what can you do? The game mechanics screws you. It's... Let's just finish. Let's just run this down, I think, because we're not gonna... I'm gonna just cease fire. I mean, it's just pointless because I'm getting screwed by the game mechanics here. I just can't do anything. Let's just see what else it's got. So yeah, disappointing. I don't like ending it like that, but it's just pointless continuing for the last few turns. It's not really doing us any good. Just way too much. I mean, just look at the defences here. It's just way too much. I mean, you're supposed to take this with it. You're not even going to deal with this with artillery. You're just not going to deal with this with artillery. It's just crazy. This is overpowered. You got too much infantry on the high ground. You got too much support fire. 2 mortars, 2 medium mortars, 81mm. Plus you've got the heavy infantry gun. It's just too heavy, too overpowered. You've got a forward observer. Heaven knows what else they've got. I just don't feel like I had enough firepower. I needed at least one more M5. And I needed to be smart. I mean, yeah, I've made mistakes, but I really needed to avoid the trap I was put into by putting the 3rd platoon into horse form. I should really have avoided that whole high ground area completely. That was just a trap I just walked straight into. The disappointing thing is, again, you know, if I'm gonna, it dissuades me from playing American paratroops, because we could have been here a month and that 60mm mortar was never going to just fire at that infantry gun. And this is a basic part of combined arms tactics, and you have a 60mm mortar that's, I don't know, how many meters is that? 20 meters away from the 60mm mortar team, and yet it couldn't get it to open up. Even though it had perfect line of sight onto the heavy infantry gun, it couldn't get it to fire. So I don't know what you can do in that situation. Yeah, so there you go. Really, I don't think it's a draw. I think it's more of a defeat. American paratroopers, yeah, got a lot of firepower, but I just feel like their morale just doesn't stack up against the Germans. They just seem too brittle. The German infantry, as I said, I just feel it's massively overpowered. They just always feel, I don't know whether it's a scenario thing, whether they're set up as veterans or regular. Well, I would have set them as green, to be honest. I think setting them up as regular with these numbers, I think, is over the top. They all seem to be regulars. I would have set them as green. I think setting them up as regulars is a little bit too powerful. But the American paratroopers are just so... So I can figure these regulars. They just seem so brittle. If you're comparing German infantry up against American paratroopers, they're basically the same kind of punch or morale or whatever. It's no, I would just expect better. Yeah, they've got the firepower, but They don't have the morale to back that up. Set these to veteran. Set the American paratroops to veteran. German infantry to green. Remove the heavy infantry gun near the high ground. Maybe one of the mortars as well. And then you've got a more historically balanced, in my opinion, scenario. But you've got to sort something out with these game mechanics where the 60mm mortar just will not fire. I just don't get it. I don't. I mean, I can't understand why it's not firing. I really can't. I'm trying to find an excuse for it, and I just can't. That should have been firing really quickly. There shouldn't have been that much of a delay. Maybe 2-minute delay, and then it should have been firing rounds onto the heavy infantry gun. And it didn't. It didn't do a thing. I don't think it's fired a single round, or maybe one spotting round at best. So there you go. Kind of a disappointing scenario. No, it's kind of like I said. If it had those improvements to it, it'd be a lot more interesting, a lot more historically accurate. But learning experience, learning experience is not to expect too much from the American paratroopers. So yeah, I think you've got to look at this scenario or this video in those terms, learning about what you can and can't do with these things. But basic premise is you just never forget your basic combined arms tactics, even though the game system kind of falls down in that at times. So hope that wasn't too bad for you. Like, comment and subscribe, and hope to see you again for a better next video.